Rod Sager with Equity Northwest Properties. Want to give you a little market update today. We have a classic seller's market. If you've been out looking at houses, you've already figured that out. Any clean, tidy, good-looking, turnkey, move-in ready house is going to see 4, 5, 6, 7 offers in the first day or so. That's just the nature of the beast. That can be daunting and intimidating for first-time home buyers, people who've been out of the market for a while. But it is just the way it is when we've got way more people looking to buy than we have sellers willing to sell. Part of this pressure on the resale home market has been the price of new homes. There's plenty of new homes under construction here in Clark County. We have a very healthy and robust new home construction. But recent legislation on water runoff and other environmental concerns that the state of Washington has created a little more expense involved in developing property. That's putting pressure on that resale market, especially if you're looking for a house with a more traditional, a bigger lot, something with 6, 7, 8,000 square feet. You're not likely to find that in new home construction. They're really packing those houses onto small lots to capitalize on not only the expense of developing the lots, but also the expense of the raw land, which has become rather expensive. If you don't want that kind of a competitive market, really one way you can do to kind of minimize that is you can look at homes that are light fixers. Now, I'm not talking about houses that are so beat up the bank won't lend you money on them. I'm talking about homes that need some carpet, maybe a little bit of paint, maybe the roof's only got 7, 8 years left to go. A lot of the market that's really multiple offers are those just picture-perfect homes. The ones where you move in, you don't have to worry about anything for the next 10 years. If you're willing to take on just a little bit of, some paint, some carpet, new floors, something like that, maybe the appliances are old, but it's still a good house, you find yourself not in that big 20 people bidding on the house situation there. If you're looking for homes above median, say 300 and up, as you move up the price scale, the seller's market gets a little bit less intense. We're pretty much in a seller's market all the way up to $1 million, but you'll find above 500,000, 600,000, just because there's fewer buyers in that price range, not quite as intense. Part of the reason that this is good for buyers is that in this kind of a market, you've got instant appreciation. You buy a house for $300,000 today, there's a real good chance by the end of the year you've got $10,000 in extra value in the form of equity. And equity is always a good thing. What got a lot of home buyers in trouble when we had that huge correction back in '09 was not having any equity. And then they were in a position when the market got a little soft, they weren't able to sell. If they couldn't make their payment, they had nothing to do other than give the home back or do a short sale or some other credit damaging exercise. So having good equity in your home is what gives you the stability long term to handle situations like a loss of income or a financial downturn. And we never know when those are going to come. Right now, great time to buy and an even better time to sell. Sellers, if you're thinking about making a move this summer, by golly, get that house on the market because the buyers are just out there. They're waiting. Clean it up as best you can because the cleaner and nicer that house is, the more people want to buy it. Buyers are really clamoring for houses they don't have to fiddle with. Again, if you're a frustrated buyer, hey, buy that house that you got to fiddle with a little bit. Buyers, if you're tight on cash and you barely qualify now, you got to pull the trigger here because houses are going up double digit and most likely your income isn't. So you don't want to kill your purchasing power. That's kind of the state of the market. It's robust. It's exciting. Feel free to check my website out, rodsager.com. I have lots of valuable information. And please read my blog, Realtor Rod, on blogger.com. That's the Google blog. You can also access that blog from my website at rodsager.com. It's been my pleasure to bring you this information, and I wish you the very best of luck in the real estate market here in Clark County, Greater Vancouver. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you.